Hi Virgo, welcome to your December Harsh Truth reading. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Virgo. Okay, those two wanted to jump out. Virgo. All right, so this is you, Virgo. This is you thinking. Wanting to understand something. You going inward to, your mind is definitely on something. Trying to really understand something, learn from it, figure out a way, perhaps. Okay. Well, your heart's broken here. You're thinking about a heartbreak. Maybe that's why you're wanting to do that introspection, that thinking. That makes sense, right? Okay, so this probably isn't a surprise, though. It's still painful. You might have seen it coming, though, because it's not out of the blue, right? It's something that you kind of were going back and forth. There was a decision probably on the rise or on the horizon, and it was made, and then now is the fallout of that, which is the heartbreak. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Temperance. So this could be Sagittarius. 10 of Cups, Justice, which could be Libra, and the Nine of Pentacles. I swear there's some reversals in here. See, there's reversals. Yep, see, reversals. Okay. It's a well-blended mixed deck. Okay. All right, so what you want to be true, Virgo, well, you want to be happy, right? You want to know that you will not just be happy, but you want this situation to work out the way you want it to work out. What you don't want to be true is that you're going to be by yourself, but you're going to be content by yourself. This is somebody, man or woman. The energy is that they are taking care of themselves and their own, and they're just very concentrated on their material security. Not that they're money hungry or anything like that. Their priority is making sure that their backyard is straight, the laundry's done, they get to work on time, they feed the kids. It's all about the practical, mundane things that bring comfort and structure and longevity and stability to a life. And this person is happy to do it. It's a solitary position. So while you might not be happy to do it, you are good at it, you take care of it, and when I say happy to do it, you might not be happy doing it, like you might wish for a couple or to be coupled, but this is a solitary position, okay? So this is in opposition to this. You want this wish, but what you don't want to be is that this is what it amounts to. It's a severing of ties on your own. So there's still hope, though, because what is true is that there's still hope. This is a time of healing and perspective for you. Okay, what you want to happen again, 9, 10, we've got that synchronicity here. You want your happily ever after. You probably don't, this is probably a divorce, because this is involving the legal system right here. We got justice, literally, this is sitting in that, balancing the scales, whatnot. This depicts courtrooms, or it can, lawyers, judges, that sort of thing. So you don't want this to have to go to the courts. You don't want for the legal system to have to get involved to make this separation, probably, because right now it's a separation, but it's also a time to heal and for perspective. There's still hope. You don't want it to be that it's permanently squashed, that this is it, this is your reality, you're by yourself, and you are going through with the separation here, or the separation is happening. What will happen, this is very much like this. This is in a less stable or secure position as this, only by a couple of notches, just because this is a Nine of Pentacles, this is a Queen of Pentacles. We've got 2 nines here. Let's see what that is. 2 nines is receipt. Well, it could be you're going to get your wish, but I don't see that here. What I see is that there is going to be a decision made. and you'll know. Basically, you're going to be finding out soon what that decision is. This is somebody that is stable on their own. This is someone that has dominion. This is someone that is just working but is happy to, they enjoy the fruits of their labor. They are working for what they have. This is someone that is overseeing what they have because they've worked for it. Either way, both of these are solitary positions. Okay, let's clarify this Temperance card. Temperance. What does Virgo need to know about this Temperance card? Temperance. Damn, Virgo. So this is a time of separation, of letting go, because someone is... A couple of things here. This is general. Someone is either not making an offer, they are too unrealistic. There is an offer on the table, or there is a relationship going on, but it broke up because, okay, for one, it could be they pulled back the offer and decided you weren't on the same page anymore, or you just don't feel like you're on the same page anymore. Another scenario is that perhaps this relationship, it got to be where somebody was very jealous. They were unrealistic. It went from knight in shining armor to, the dark knight ravaging and pillaging. And you know what I mean? Like, it's that whole knight in shining armor turns manipulative and kind of dark. This could be somebody that goes cold, emotionally hot and cold, plays mind games, or just is emotionally, doesn't do well in a relationship. Either way, this is instability. And this is not being on the same page. This is not victory, not winning, not progress, not moving forward. Delays. This is perspective and pulling back for healing and perspective. And this is delays, not moving forward, not being on the same page, not a victory. Okay? So that's the truth of it. I don't know. It still feels like there's hope, though. God, okay. Still feels like there's hope. What's this Knight of Pentacles about here? What does Virgo need to know about that Knight of Pentacles? Knight of Pentacles. Why the Knight of Pentacles for Virgo? Okay, so maybe that's why I feel like there's still hope, because this is somebody that has, okay, another couple scenarios here is general. Okay, this is a solitary position for somebody, but this is somebody who's happy to be on their own, okay? This is somebody also that enjoys it. It's just in their wheelhouse to take care of everything and have their dominion and everything running smoothly and maintain this and that. They're very good at it. This is someone who's happy to be where they are. They're enjoying the fruits of their labor, so to speak, okay? And I feel like this person is, whoever this is almost relieved to be for the solitude or on their own, because they might feel like they've broken free, okay? Could be that somebody had some mental challenges or a lot of anxiety or worry in this relationship, and they don't have that anymore. This could be, for some, it could be feeling guilty about something that they did that made them now in a solitary position. Like they messed up in the relationship and they're feeling guilty about it, and they just don't know what to do. They don't know how to make it right. And that's why they're in a solitary position. Could be that. But that wouldn't really be somebody who enjoys it. I don't know. I mean, it could be. It could be like, oh, I feel really badly, but I'm also glad for being on my own right now. Could be. Anyway, a couple scenarios. So it could be that. It could also be that somebody does feel like they've broken free and they're just not in any hurry to make a decision. It could be that they like being on their own. The relationship was just causing a lot of stress and worry. They're now free of that. And they don't want to make a decision. Or that there's a choice to be made. Sorry, they're blocking their emotions. They're just concentrating on their security right now. Either way, a decision's not being made. Maybe there's too much information. They don't want to make a decision. So when I say there's hope, it's like, oh yeah, it'll happen in 6 months. No, it just means that a decision has not been made yet either way. Okay, so while there might be separation, nothing is set in stone yet. Definitely not having been on the same page. There's a disconnect between you and this other person, but nothing's been finalized. So I guess that's, no decision has been made yet. Okay, all right. Let's see here. What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know? Okay, these two came up. Okay, so I want to pull one and they both came up. This is basically having no limits. The only limits are your effort and time. You can do anything you set your mind to. This is about the sum being greater than its parts. This is also about the potential to micromanage and kind of get into infinite detail to where you fall down a rabbit hole with something. So there's a caution of that, like no over controlling something. Why these came up, I don't know, because it doesn't seem to fit with this, but we'll just go with it because that's what came out. So maybe you're feeling discouraged about being single if this is you, and it's like, hey, no, there's other fish in the sea, but this seems kind of slim. This is about, basically, this is saying, you know, this comes up a lot in work readings, like, oh my gosh, whatever you're doing or working on, keep going. It's going to pan out. The possibilities are going to be endless. It's really going to turn into something, or you're in a very productive cycle. Keep going. You know, these two are about work. So as far as relationships go, I don't know. I know this speaks to control. So maybe there was a lot of control in the relationship where it was just kind of overmanaged to filth. You know, someone's just like, oh, get off me. What are you doing? God, stop. Just stop. Could have been that. Maybe you two were stronger together than you are apart. The sum is greater than its parts. Interesting. We'll have to see. Okay, so what does Virgo need to know? I'm hoping this resonates with some of you because I got nothing here. I'm looking at this going, okay, this speaks to somebody that, well, you know, I mentioned work. That's what these two are doing here. These are very practically minded, excuse me, practically minded individuals here that are probably very good at what they do, the work side of things, and what they do for a living. So, you know, maybe, excuse me, maybe work got in the way of the relationship. I'm not able to make a connection here. So, Virgo. Lost love, surrender, healing, and release. All right, so there's that as far as what you need to know. This speaks to you really feeling the loss and the heartbreak of this relationship. You wanting the happily ever after with this relationship. What does Virgo need to know? Virgo. Brigitte, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So is this, you know, it would make sense to me if this is about like, okay, you got out from under somebody that was kind of controlling and you know, they were controlling, they were overmanaging the relationship. They were just really kind of moody and controlling. And now, you know, the sky's the limit. Work is good. Your love life is about to take off because you're single and you're open. But this speaks to you feeling the loss of a love. And maybe it just got to be too much to where you had to handle too much because the partner was unstable. There's some instability there and there's control issues there. We've got feeling the loss, and then we've got this not backing down, standing up for what you believe is right. So maybe it came to you having to put your foot down and go, no more. You know, if you're not going to commit, or if you're not going to be in this with me, or if you're not going to stop with the crazy emotional up and down, you know, I'm not going down with this ship. I can't. So this is about you standing up for yourself. So I'm not sure which position, you know, but it's just, either way, it's a separation. It's sad, right? But it's almost like you having to choose between like self-preservation or the relationship, you know? And you chose you. I mean, very clearly this is if this is you, a solitary person, not your partner. Sometimes it's reversed, but you chose you, so there's that. That's encouraging, right? No, I don't mean it that way, but I can see why it's a heartbreak, because you're like, okay, you don't see your way, you don't see how to fix this, and this just came out. Proud, be proud of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. Okay, this speaks to where you're going. possibilities. I'm wondering if self-esteem was an issue in the relationship, that maybe there was some insecurity and someone just kind of became too overbearing and needy or controlling, and this is about like, hey, you know what, you're not chopped liver here, you're not so bad yourself, you know what I mean? Like, this is about you having confidence and not letting something like the rejection like this define you either. There are possibilities out there for you, even though you're hurting right now. Okay, so this is a bit confusing for me, but I'm hoping when you see this, it'll resonate with you, because, I mean, the messages are clear, right? But this is kind of a conundrum, because it's like there's guilt, and then there's wanting to be by yourself, and then there's missing and loving someone, but then not backing down and being proud, and there's a hurt heart, and then there's infinite possibilities, and all right. Okay, Virgo, I hope this was helpful. It's kind of all over the place, but I'm sure it'll resonate with some of you. I think the main takeaway, though, is that there's still a decision has not been made. There's still, even inaction is action, right? But a decision hasn't been made yet. So there's still, I just feel like there's still hope. I don't, there's mourning and loss and grieving, but I feel like there's still hope. And maybe this is saying too, with these two queens, or the queen here and the pentacles, it's saying, okay, right now, pull back, take this time for healing, don't make any decisions, just concentrate on work, because that's where you're going to really excel right now. And just hold your position in this love relationship. Just don't do anything yet. Don't back down. Don't make any decisions. Just stay the course. This is a time of healing and of separation. Don't let this get you down. You're hurting, but you will see your way through this. Just saying. All right. Okay. Okay, Virgo, I hope this was helpful. Oh my goodness. Can you see all this? You probably can't. Sorry. No, that's a no. I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.